How's it going? We are here, and I say we because I'm joined yet again by Mama Benji. Hello, make your presence known.
Oh, my presence. No.
There you go. Bada bing, bada boom. So, those of you who do not know, I did do 2 other videos with Mama Benji. I did a DVD video, and I also did a Resident Evil Village video. Unfortunately, we will not be continuing the Resident Evil Village thing because I do not have it installed anymore because I finished the game myself. But this is a series that we are going to be doing. I don't know how many episodes there are going to be, but we are going to be playing Slay the Princess, or rather, Mama Benji is going to be playing Slay the Princess. And why I say Mama Benji is going to be playing Slay the Princess is because for those of you who do know how this game works, it's very simple. It is a choose your own adventure type of visual novel type thing. So, obviously, Mama Benji, you do not have any clue as to what this game is.
Nope.
All I'm going to say is question everything. That's all I'm going to say. We're going to be thrusting her into this blind. I'm going to turn the music thing back up because I wanted to hear myself think for a few moments for the intro. But either way, if you guys enjoyed this, especially if you enjoy Mama Benji content, let me know in the comments below. And of course, hit the like button down below. Join the line crew by subscribing, and turn this back up to where it properly deafens me. Not really, because for the unaware, I'm using like a headphone splitter thing. I don't have my headset on. She has my headset on, and I'm using earphones that are very bassy, so I can barely hear myself think. But anywho, we're going to play a new game. I personally have gone through multiple endings of Slay the Princess, so I don't know everything in the game, but I know most of it because I have been pretty obsessed with this for the past little bit. But she is not, and she's going to go in this blind, so that's exactly what we're going to do right here, right now. I'm going to shut up because the narrator is going to start. Chapter 1, The Hero and the Princess.
How many
You're
chapters
on
are
a
there?
path in the woods, and at the end of that path is a cabin. And in the basement of that cabin is a princess. You're here to slay her. If you don't, it will be the end of the world.
Alright, so, premise of this, there's a big line of things, and you can tell by the scrolling thing if there's more or less. I know you're a fast reader, so this will actually be really good, so just let me know when you want me to scroll.
Go back up. I like that. Have you considered that maybe?
Alright. If you consider that maybe the only reason she's going to end the world is because she's locked up.
While I appreciate the mental exercise, we are running up against a bit of a ticking clock. Nevertheless, let me assure you, the princess is locked up because she's dangerous. She is not dangerous because she's locked up. And before you decide to waste even more of our time by asking how I know that, let me suggest a more pragmatic lens through which to view this situation. Causality doesn't matter here, because the end result is the same no matter what led us up to this point.
Remember
If the
that
princess
statement.
leaves the cabin, the world will end, and there is no changing that. It's no use arguing semantics over a metaphorical chicken or egg, because the egg is hatched and it's about to ruin everything.
Take note of his tone and how
He's very
frantic
smart
he is.
alecky.
Mhm.
I don't like him.
Of course, you do your job and slay her.
Alright. It's the same choices, but you just don't have that one anymore. So is there any other ones you want to do, or do you just want to
Give
go?
me a minute. Give me a minute. Alright. Doesn't really ask what I want to ask.
You got
Let's
this.
try that second one. Killing a princess seems kind of bad.
Alright.
Does it? Are you a monarchist? Is slaying a
He is
princess
really
worse
smart,
than slaying a fisherman or a miller or a seamstress? If anything, slaying a princess is much better than
Bear
slaying
that
a
in mind as you play
Princesses
this.
Contribute something of value to society.
Lord have mercy.
Anything else, or do you want to continue?
He's just gonna keep being smart aleck, so let's just silently continue.
Alrighty.
I don't wanna
Alrighty.
hear him.
Fair enough.
You make your way up the short path to the cabin. You'll find the princess within. A warning before you go any further. She will lie, she will cheat, and she will do everything in her power to stop you from slaying her. Don't believe a word she says.
What if I don't believe you?
I'm gonna stay quiet, but y'all know why I'm smiling.
We're not gonna go through with this, right? She's a princess. We're supposed to save princesses, not slay them.
That's supposed to be me.
No, that's another thing. When you see this, keep that in mind. Voice of the hero.
But I'm the one making decisions, so am I not the hero? Oh,
you know,
okay.
give it time to cook. Give it time to cook.
Okay.
He doesn't know what he's talking about.
Okay.
All right, there's only one option, so stay in the cabin. Alrighty, into the cabin to do whatever.
The interior of the cabin is almost entirely bare. The air is stale and musty, and the floor and walls are painted in a fine layer of dust. The only furniture of note is a plain wooden table. Perched on that table is a pristine blade. The blade is your implement. You'll need it if you want to do this right.
Remember, I will say, this is an important decision. That's all I'm going to say.
So I have to either get the knife or not get the knife.
Exactly.
Might as well get it. I might kill the narrator.
You can't touch the narrator. I will say that.
So he's just a disembodied voice?
Yeah, pretty much.
Take the blade.
Take the blade from the table. It'd be rather difficult to slay the princess and save the world without it.
The basement.
Why is she in a
The
tower?
door to the basement creaks open, revealing a staircase faintly illuminated by an unseen light in the room below. This is an oppressive place. The air feels heavy and damp. A hint of rot
Let it
filtering
autoplay.
from the ancient wood. If the princess really lives here, slaying her is probably doing her a favor. Her voice carries up the stairs.
Who's there?
She sounds dangerous. It's almost as if she's the one in charge down here.
Don't let it fool you. It's all part of the manipulation.
Just checking in on you.
Oh, it's been so long since anyone's come down here. I was starting to think they'd forgotten about me.
You walk down the stairs and lock eyes with the princess. There's a heavy chain around her wrist, binding her to the far wall of the basement.
She's so coldly beautiful. Is she really a threat to the world?
Focus on the task at hand.
And there you are. Are you here to kill me or something?
Alright. New choice.
I'm just here to talk.
Alright.
Then why did you bring a knife with you? How about you drop it, and then we can chat?
She makes a compelling point. What if we just dropped the blade and talked? Look at her. It's not like she's a threat. Don't you dare. It's fine. We can decide what we want to do after we talk to her. Maybe she really is a monster, but killing someone in cold blood isn't very becoming of us.
I'm tightening my grip.
On the knife?
Yes!
Okay.
You ignore the trembling in your hands and tighten your grip on the blade.
You poor thing. Your hands are shaking. Are you scared of me? Because you should be.
You step forward, your grip on the blade tightening as you steel your resolve.
I'm probably chained up in this basement for a reason, right? And if that knife is the only weapon you have, you'll have to get close enough to use it. So, you should just drop it. Best not to risk finding out what I can do.
She's unarmed. If you hesitate now, it'll be too late. End this.
He's very heavily contemplating.
I'm sorry, can we just talk?
You're so close. Don't give up. You've come this far. No, this is a good idea. Maybe we can de-escalate things.
Oh, threatened, are we? You poor thing. Drop the knife, and of course we can talk.
I'm not dropping the blade.
Then I'm not talking to you.
Squint.
You stare at the princess,
Squint.
squinting. She squints back. The two of you are gonna do this forever, aren't you?
Yes, we are. I'm gonna squint even harder.
Okay. Squint even harder.
Squint even harder. So does she. At least nobody's dying. You're going to have to make a choice. You can't keep squinting forever. Eventually, someone is going to have to blink.
Gurf. Got the blade.
All
The
right.
blade tumbles out of your trembling hands and drops to the floor with an unceremonious clang.
Thank you. Maybe now we can just talk.
Against your better judgment, you step forward to speak with the princess face to face, unarmed. We'll be fine. I don't know what you're hoping to accomplish here, but I can assure you there's no reasoning with her. Just make sure you don't forget about the blade on the floor. You're going to need it.
So here we are. What an awkward start to a relationship.
All right.
Oh, good grief.
Remember when you say that, it means you can scroll.
Oh, let's just get straight to it. Do you know why I'm here to kill you?
Do you?
That's the reason I asked. You're apparently going to end the world.
Don't just tell her that.
That's cute. Do you believe that? Do you think I'm some sort of monster?
I'm beginning to wonder
If
if
I'm
this is going
supposed
to
to
kill
be
you.
capable of ending the world, then how did I wind up here, chained to a wall? Have they told you why I'm allegedly so dangerous?
There's nothing good there. Remain silent.
No. Okay.
They haven't told you anything, have they? At the end of the day, whatever the two of us have going on down here is about trust.
But I can't trust
Whoever sent
anybody.
you to slay me claimed I was a threat to the world, but they didn't tell you why.
Exactly.
That doesn't sound right to me. And I don't think it sounds right to you either. Otherwise, we'd be killing each other instead of talking.
She has a point.
Hmm.
There's a reason I've been telling you to question the situation, and there's a reason you've listened.
So, I could tell you that I'd lead a quiet life in the woods, or that I'd open an orphanage, or that I'd do any other number of good things that I'm sure you think you want to hear. But you don't really know me, do you? What can my word possibly be worth in a situation like this?
She's right about one thing. Her word isn't worth anything.
Like I said, it's all about trust. Blind trust. So do you trust me, the prisoner, the victim, the princess clearly incapable of ending the world? Or do you trust whoever put me here?
She's wrong. This isn't about trust. This is about risk. We stand to lose everything, all for the sake of one person, and a subjugating monarch no less.
You're a hater.
Alright. There you go. More choices.
How long you been down here?
Oh, wait, we're out.
Too long.
Again, she offers no specifics. No matter how hard you try, you'll never get a straight answer out of her.
What's your name?
She hesitates before answering.
You can address me as Your Royal Highness, or Her Majesty. Any honorific should do, really.
Okay, we've talked enough.
Oh, Have you decided what to do with me?
No!
You know why you're here.
That last one.
Last one?
Yes.
All right.
That seems like a pretty good compromise. Leaving her alive is too risky. If you don't deal with her soon, she will find a way out.
One way or another, I'm going to find a way out of here. You can make it easier for both of us if you help. And if you don't, I can promise that you'll come to regret that decision.
You have to make a choice. Let's hope for all our sakes it's the right one.
Lord have mercy.
Get a second chance here.
I can't just kill anybody after I've known her for 15 minutes. There's a certain protocol. And there needs to be more choices. I mean, I don't want to just kill
Listen,
her.
I will say there's a point to the limitations here.
Oh, for heaven's sake.
Because I'm going to say there are a lot of different routes that could have been taken already. That's all I'm going to say. And will be taken.
I don't want to let her go. I'm not going to let her go, but those two other choices are blick. Keep her locked in the basement. Okay.
I
Stop
know
it.
you think this is a fair compromise, but it isn't. No one wins here. It's a chance we'll have to take. We can make this work. If we just stay here and keep watch, no one has to die.
You're making a mistake.
You turn your back to the princess and make your way to the stairs.
It won't be long before I slip these chains. And once I'm out of here, there will be hell to pay for leaving me behind.
Slip these chains? She can't, right? She needed our help to get out of here. But do you hear the conviction in her voice? I don't think she's bluffing. Either way, she dropped her mask, didn't she? You can still turn around and finish the job.
We're sticking to the plan.
You'll be the death of all of us, but fine. Have it your way. You close the basement door, locking it behind you and quickly barricading it with the heavy wooden table that once held the blade. Okay, we can make this work. You settle in against the far wall to watch the basement door. It isn't long before you start to drift off, your eyelids heavy with fatigue. But sleep doesn't come. Instead, your rest is broken by a piercing, wailing voice calling out to you from the other side of the door.
I know you're still there. Why don't you make things easier on yourself and let me out? It's not like this little door I'll hold for very long anyways. And it's probably a good idea to try to get back on my good side.
She sounds terrifying. Like she's less of the princess you saw and more like something out of a nightmare. As she violently rattles the door, you do your best to shut her out of your mind.
When I get out of here, I'm going to pick you apart piece by piece. I won't forget what you did, and I'll never forgive it. You don't know the kind of enemy you've made tonight.
It doesn't sound like she's getting any weaker. No, it doesn't.
The second one.
I can be innocent and harmless, if I want to be. Teasing me with fresh air and a chance to finally live freely doesn't inspire me to play nice.
You put the princess's threats out of your mind as best you can and huddle up against the wall. You jolt awake in the middle of the night to silence in the cabin. The ruckus has stopped, and the door to the basement is ajar, its lock broken, and the table shoved out of the way. Where is she?
Thanks for helping me get out of that awful basement.
You try and stumble to your feet, but as the princess draws near, it's as though your body simply stops working. It isn't all at once. The paralysis comes in waves. First your toes go numb, and then your feet, and then your legs.
Voice your
You lie
thoughts.
prone on the floor of the cabin, unable to do anything but witness her approach. Whose side are you on? Yours, of course. But I have a duty to uphold the truth. Lying about the facts of the situation doesn't change them.
So helpless. I can take my time with you, can't I?
Oh, joy.
Oh,
She steps
joy.
closer, one silent footfall at a time, cocking her head in curiosity as you
killing me.
feel your organs shutting
And
down
there's nothing
one
I can
by
do.
one.
Or maybe I can't take my time with you. You don't look well. A little green around the gills. What a shame. If you'd only help me get out of here, we could have done such wonderful things together.
Your lungs stop drawing in breath, and your heart freezes in your chest. You have seconds left.
I'd say better luck next time. But we both know this is the end, don't we?
It can't be. This can't actually be how everything ends.
I'm sorry, but it is. Everything goes dark, and you die.
Okay.
Is that okay?
Hmm.
Remember, there are different paths, so
You're on a
that title
path
could be
in the
different
woods,
next time.
And at the end of that
Okay.
path is a cabin. You're here
So,
to
it's like a
slay her.
reboot.
If you don't,
Hmm?
it
It's like a
will be the
reboot.
end of
Starting
the
all over again.
world.
Sort of.
In a way.
Okay. Oh, but let's go for the first one.
Mm.
A terrible sense of deja vu. No, you don't have that. This is the first time either of us have been here.
If he doesn't remember what happened, then maybe it's best to keep it that way.
Shh. What if he hears us?
Voice of the Paranoid. I guess that's another one, right?
Mm-hmm.
That's a very good question, little
And there's more of
voice.
them as well.
What if he does hear you? Shit.
I think you'll find yourselves very hard-pressed to keep any secrets from me.
Not that it matters right now, because like I said, this is the first time we've met. Still, I'd rather not get off on the wrong foot. We've a world to save after all.
Huh. Oh, let's just be quiet and go, because he's a smart aleck.
Mom Benji doesn't want to deal with him.
Before you go any further,
Oh, shush.
she will lie. she
Yeah,
will
yeah,
cheat.
yeah,
I
yeah.
don't think
Yeah, yeah,
lying and
yeah.
cheating is a thing. She was very direct with us last time. Or at least, she was direct with us after we decided to lock her away.
It doesn't matter. Don't trust anyone.
Proceed to the cabin. I will say the knife choice is one of the
interior
most
cabin
important
is
because
plain.
it's
The
one of the
solid
most
wood of
constant
the wall
ones.
is almost featureless.
That's
The
all
only
I'm
furniture
saying.
of note is
No,
a-
that's
the
not all
blade
you're
is your
saying.
implement. You'll need it if you want to do this right. Hold on. What happened to the door? There was a door here last time.
It's just an empty frame.
She's already gotten out, hasn't she? And she's ready for us. She's been waiting. Can't you feel her eyes on us? I'm going to need all of you to pull yourselves together. The princess has not already gotten out. But if you keep getting stuck in your head like this, you're going to struggle to get the job done. So deep breath in, deep breath out. Your task awaits, and only you can do it.
Are you taking it
See,
literally?
You have said too much. You keep saying the knife is important, the knife is important.
It
the knife
is.
important.
Okay, listen. The fact of the matter is, the knife is a big aspect of the entire game. Just like the princess and the narrator. I'm just simply stating a fact.
Okay, let's see what happens if we don't take the dang knife.
Well, I mean, you've already made the decision, but I mean, you could.
Let's ask about the mirror.
Alright.
You're right. I was so stuck on the eyes watching us that I didn't even notice it there.
Was it really there?
What are you two talking about? There isn't a mirror. There's a table, the blade sitting on the floor, and the open doorway leading to the basement. There's nothing else in here.
Are you blind?
There's definitely a mirror. There isn't. We have to look at it. Unless that's what he wants us to do. And pretending it isn't there is a trick to get us to do exactly what he wants.
Lord have mercy. Okay, let's try that line thing at the top.
This one?
Yes.
Exactly. Why would I lie about something so meaningless? What good would a mirror even do? That you waste time preening yourself instead of doing what needs to be done.
Oh, let's try just go to the basement with nothing.
Okay.
Should have taken the knife again. I don't think she's going to take an olive branch. We need something sharper. You cross over the threshold and onto a series of isolated steps suspended in.
Suspended? Oh.
More eyes, too. You never mention the eyes. The air seeping up from below reminds you of fresh lightning and static, as if you're descending into a place that isn't meant for a creature of flesh and blood. If the princess lives here, slaying her would probably be doing her a favor. Her cruel and playful voice prances up the stairs.
I didn't think you'd come back. We're gonna have a lot of fun, you and I.
Okay, we need a game plan. Last time we were here, just being close to her was enough to kill us.
Oh, let's just continue in silence.
Alright, fair
You
enough.
make your way to the bottom of the stairs. As you emerge, you find yourself between two loose rows of white wooden planks suspended in nothingness. A smattering of cobblestones visible against the inky black of the basement mark where the floor should be, forming vague pathways. At what seems to be the end of the room, they diverge in opposite directions, left and right.
Okay.
She could be anywhere, and there's nowhere for us to hide. We're completely exposed. Are you really not going to comment on how weird this place is? No, I'm not. Somebody needs to be the voice of reason here, and it certainly isn't you. Excuse me, I'm being incredibly reasonable. You're the one who's just matter-of-factly describing whatever the hell we're looking at like it's an ordinary basement. We're going to die down here. I don't want to die again. Please stop saying that. You're only going to make things worse. Just pick a direction and start moving.
I wouldn't give it too much thought if I were you. It doesn't really matter, because either way you go, I'm going to find you.
Which direction?
Oh, let's go right.
Alrighty.
You turn to
Alrighty.
the right.
Anyway.
A faintly outlined path lies before you.
There you are. I told you I was going to find you.
As the princess approaches, your legs suddenly go numb. Your arms quickly follow. This is it.
Oh,
isn't
looks
it?
like I'm dying again.
No little knife this time. It's almost like you want me to get you.
There has to be a way out of this. Think. Think! What did you do? Pull yourself together. She isn't supposed to be like this.
I wonder how many times I'll get to play with you before you break.
Your vision cuts out as your blood begins to coagulate.
Okay.
It's as if every part of your being is coming to a lurching halt.
No.
Heart, lungs, liver, nerves. Heart, lungs, liver, nerves. Your lungs pull in a desperate gulp of air as your eyes shoot back open. What are you doing? I'm working. Do you want this body to function, or do you want... And then experience stops once more as your body reapproaches death. Okay, whatever you were doing, please just start doing it again. Are you sure about that? Are you sure that's what you want, or do you want to interrupt me some more? You have seconds left. Yes, I'm sure. Heart, lungs, nerves. Again, your eyes shoot open as you gasp for breath.
Can't decide what you want to do, can you? Oh well, standing there gasping like a fish is more fun than dead, even if you look ridiculous.
She isn't attacking us. Why? The why doesn't matter. She's already proven her ill intent. Don't lose sight of your mission. And how are we supposed to do that? We don't have a weapon. The way out of here is nowhere to be seen. That isn't my fault. It doesn't matter whose fault it is, because fighting her isn't an option right now. Then you should get looking, shouldn't you?
Let's do the turn off this whole organ shutting down situation.
Alright. This one?
Yeah.
Alright.
I am what I am. It's not my fault that you can't handle being around me.
What good am I to you alive?
Wait, what?
Second one.
This one?
Yes.
I tried to leave while you suffocated, but that stupid cabin wouldn't let me. So I started to drag your body out with me, and then... Well, you died before I could get to the door. And then I was here, and now you're here too. I don't think I can move without you. And dead doesn't count.
Liver.
And as much as I love what we have going on, I have bigger plans than tormenting one poor little creature forever. I want to leave.
Okay.
Nerves.
Oh yeah.
Second
Also, and no, this isn't a game thing. This is just a contextual thing. The explorers are just to get context. The actual actions are what are in brackets.
Nerves. Heart.
Just to let you know.
Lungs.
Okay.
Liver.
Still the second one on the top.
Lungs.
I am being nice. You're alive, aren't you?
Heart.
And you died of fright as soon as you saw me last time. I didn't think keeping you alive was an option. But it looks like that's not a problem anymore. At least not for me. You seem miserable.
Nerves.
Second one.
Nerves.
Yeah.
I know. You told me last time.
Liver.
Destroy is such an unenlightened way of putting it. So sudden, so violent, so little nuance. I'm not going to destroy the world,
Liver.
but I am going to hold it in my hands and squeeze it. I'm going to make it afraid, just like I've made you afraid. The world needs fear, doesn't it? Every terror I bring would make the good times so much better. Well, I'm practically doing a public good. So what harm is there really in letting me out?
All right, I'm gonna try running. It's probably gonna be a disaster,
run,
but I'm gonna.
okay.
I don't want to let her go, and it's just gonna keep me in this.
Run, Forrest, run!
Turn and run, doing your best to put one useless leg in front of the other.
Why, thank you, useless legs.
Poor thing.
Choice.
You get nowhere before the princess is in front of you once again. Liver.
You're always going to be a coward.
Heart. She raises a hand to her mask and pulls it down. You don't get the chance to see what lies beneath before it envelops you. Like a creeping mold, the complete reality of your existence threads its way through your mind. Birth, death, birth again, decay and bloom, a million stitches from a million microscopic wounds you've inflicted on everyone you've ever met, with every muscle you've moved and every word
It's a
you've
bit
ever
dramatic.
spoken. No.
Let me out.
Your existence hurts them.
Let me out.
A lonely soul in a room by itself, weeping. It lives for 80 years and then it's gone. And then it's there again.
Let me out.
A reprieve. A good life. Love. Children. A steady career. Recognition from your peers. Here one moment. Gone the next. The worms have found their orifices.
Let me out.
Diagnosis. It forgets everything it is. Anger, rage, distance, poverty. The lonely soul is lonely again. Love turns to mockery. It dies. It is reborn. Worse. Lonelier.
Let me out.
No. What's happening to us?
Let me out.
This is all too much. I can't keep going.
Can't keep going.
You can't keep going? Well, what are you talking about?
But he doesn't respond.
I think I broke you. I'll see you soon. You'll know what to do.
Body's dead, but you live on. Chapters. Oh.
You have to.
The moment of clarity.
Okay.
You're on a path in the... Shit! What the hell was that? Who are we? What are we doing? There was a princess, I think. It's all so fuzzy.
They're
It
broken.
hurts when I try to remember.
They're broken.
You shouldn't know about the princess.
Oh my
At
goodness.
least not until
Uh,
You've already been here, haven't you?
yes, you know that.
I guess. It feels so long ago, almost like we've never left. We have to let her out. No, that's the opposite of what you're here to do. You have to slay her. Slay her. We decided not to do that, didn't we? Yeah, we're supposed to let her out.
It's really the only way this works out for us. If you think about it, she's the one with power here. Nobody else can do much of anything.
No, we were supposed to keep her trapped there forever. I think.
We're supposed to be unfeeling. How many times do I have to tell you to snuff out your heart? We can't be unfeeling. Not when there's so much fear everywhere. There's nothing for us to do. We've already tried everything.
Have you noticed yet?
We love her, so we have to set her free.
There are a whole lot of people.
That hates us.
Yep.
Can we love something that hurts us?
To be given an ounce of kindness from something so cruel would be more pure than any other love. Why are there so many of us? There aren't supposed to be so many of us. This is bad. You need to get a grip. What did you let happen? How many times have you been here?
Let's just go to the cabin.
You slowly make your way through the
To the
umbral
cabin.
forest, bumping against unseen trees as you grasp through the darkness for a way forward. But eventually, you do make it to the cabin. Or rather, you make it to the place a cabin should have been. Instead, all you find is an empty hill.
Oh, the mirror that I'm gonna
This
have.
isn't right. There's a cabin there. There's always supposed to be a cabin there.
Don't ask him about the mirror. He always says he never sees it.
He always lies. And he always makes it gone. Stay focused. You still have a job to do, and it's best not to be distracted by fraying thoughts. There is no mirror. You know that as well as I do. She's still here, buried deep inside the earth. Just walk up the hill. You always give too much space to the others. It's why you always lose.
Approach.
Alright.
You walk up the hill, hesitating just beyond the bounds of the cabin.
The cabin that isn't there.
You've got to clean the mirror, haven't you? You've got to see what's in it.
Smash it to pieces.
She's on the other side, and we have to let her out. It's the only way we can be free. It's the only way we can have our thoughts back. Just go around it. Just do something. It doesn't matter what. Proceed. Proceed to where? I'm afraid you're going to have to be a little more specific. That's a new one. Do you think it'll work? Of course it'll work. He always makes the best decisions. It's why he gets to make them. And it already has worked. It's gone, don't you see? We're one step closer to her. The interior of the cabin is much the same as the exterior of the cabin. A dull, fuzzy, dreamlike nothing. It's empty and isolating, but there's just enough vague shape and unknown texture to suggest the structure they're in. Wrong and unsettling as it may be. The only object of note is a pristine blade buried in the dirt floor, a hint of its shining edge teasing through the sediment. The blade is your implement. You'll need it if you're going to do this right. Take it. It's the only way forward.
Oh, go ahead, take it.
Yeah. Oh.
Wait, what? You have?
Yeah, when it's grayed out, that means you can't do it.
You reach down to take the blade, but as you do, the ground beneath it shifts, the weapon sinking deep into the earth. You lean over the hole and gaze into the abyss. It is so very deep, deep in the bowels of the earth. You see something staring back at you. It fills you with dread. It's she's watching us. She never stops watching us.
There you are. My toy has finally come to finish his job.
With every word she speaks, the princess in the pit blinks closer.
You dragged this out for so much longer than you had to.
And closer.
But it was always just a matter of time.
Picasso's painting.
Wait, what?
Picasso's painting.
Oh my goodness.
You are going to have to stop running eventually.
And
Actually,
closer.
this is more like the ring.
Everything stops running eventually. Except for me. I've already taken your will, and you're not getting it back. All that's left is for you to take my hand and let me out. It'll be so much fun. You and me, together, exploring the world and spreading fear wherever we go. Well, mostly just me. But you'll get to be there too. A witness. Oh, I can even make you a little cage if you want. Gilded and everything. Now don't pose. Don't try to resist. I've already molded you into what I need. And you lost your powers so long ago. Don't bother working yourself into a frenzy to get it back.
Do something. Do anything that isn't taking her hand.
You don't
Really?
have a choice in the matter.
Okay. This
You
is
extend
ridiculous.
your hand to hers. For all her past cruelties, the moment feels gentle, tender even. I can't believe you just made me say that. I hate you. The motion is difficult at first, as if something still resists your efforts. But then that resistance gives way, and it's over.
And that's the end. I wonder what we're going to do next.
I didn't think I'd
Be
be
a
so
spider?
tired.
Princess exhausted slumps.
Why is it so cold?
You do not have an opportunity to respond. Something has taken her away, and it's left something else in her place.
She's gone. Yeah. I can finally think again. Almost. That mirror's back. What does that mean for us? I'm sure it'll be whisked away just like her. Maybe it won't be gone. Things are different now, aren't they? Doesn't seem like there's much else to do here. Finally, we can smash it. Oh, will you stop with the smashing? What do we say, boys? One last vain attempt to look at ourselves. Yeah. I think I'd like that. Seems we've got a majority. All that's left is to give it a look.
So, that's my only choice, huh? Okay.
Step towards the mirror. It holds a truth that you must witness.
Something tells me that this is the end of the line. But I don't feel bad about it. I'm ready. It feels okay. The fear's gone. I'm done fighting. My heart feels quiet. The game was always going to end. I'll be free of all of you. I'm ready for the truth. I'm ready to sleep. I'm just ready to be anywhere that isn't here. Boys, it's been an honor.
Gaze into your reflection. It's you. You're alone in a place that is empty. It is quiet here. Proceed to the cabin. This is the part where I will encourage you to ask a lot of things. You are at the cabin. Rocher.
Something finds me in the long quiet and brings me the gift of a fragile vessel.
What are you?
I am solitary lights in an empty city. What are you?
You mean?
Thoughts without connections. A dim and nascent network. I wish to be more.
That first one.
I think that you are like me. We are oceans, reduced to shallow creeks.
You know the narrator.
You are the only thing I have ever known. The space we're in is vacant. Nothing comes here but us.
The gift of fragile vessel.
Yes, nerves and fibers to feel the worlds beyond.
perspectives to make my own. This one is awaiting Maw, an inevitable destination where all roads end. She will make for a wise heart. Do not mourn her. She is exactly where she needs to be.
Are you the princess?
She is part of me, and part of me is her.
Always the princess?
You speak in circles. Does it matter where one thing begins and another ends?
What happens now?
Nothing, as we are. But I know that there are worlds beyond us, and that we are meant to reach them. There is no exit, but this vessel is a creature of perception. She can make you forget, if only you believe her to be able to. Bring me more perspectives, so that I may be whole, and perhaps then we will know our freedom.
How many more pieces?
More than you have found, but less than there are to find. I am infinite. The rest will find their own way home.
That first one.
This one?
No.
I have not lived. I am not afraid to die.
This one?
Yeah.
You ask of things that cannot be done. To destroy is merely to reshape, to remold.
Would it be? What if I don't let you?
Then we will be here forever, as we are now. Unfinished, dry, hollow.
Okay. Last one.
She asks that I tell you to remember her. You won't.
Thing goes dark and you die. And so begins the
You're on
cycle.
a path in the woods, and at the end of that path is a cabin. And in the basement of that cabin is a princess.
However, that is going to be the end of the first episode, I do believe. We are going to save that right there. Mama Benji, your thoughts so far?
I'm confused.
Oh, trust me. We're going to be doing this a few more times, and it'll make a lot more sense at the end. But any thoughts in general?
I know you said the knife was important, and honestly, I think you told me too much because you had too much reaction to the things I did. I don't know. I don't know what to think. I really don't know.
All right, well.
And I still don't trust the narrator.
Oh, trust me, I think that feeling is very mutual among people. But anywho, that is going to be it for this episode. Yeah. Slay the princess. I personally don't think I've gone extensively through that path, and that I will say is one of the more horror aspects of this game. So that was very interesting that you got that for your first one. So yeah. But it's gonna be it. So if you guys want to see more, please again let me know down below in the comments, and of course by tapping that like button.
And still, why is she in a basement? Why isn't she in a tower?
I guess we'll find that out in later episodes. I think probably how I'll do this is a nice clean. I'm not gonna say how many episodes because that would give away how long this game is, but I'll just say a few.
Just don't say anything.
I'll just say a few. A few is general. Not 3. I will say that. So, it's more than 3. Anywho, hope you guys enjoyed. Please take care of yourselves. Get all the sustenance and rest and stuff you need because you need it and you deserve it. And till next time. Hopefully we will get a some nice different endings or whatever. Well, not really endings, but different princesses. But anywho, this has been Benji and Mama Benji, is there any parting words you wish to say?
Nope.
Alrighty.
Still contemplating my decisions.
Contemplating life and the meaning of existence.
Yeah.
Alright, anywho, I will hopefully see you, lovely ladies and gents, in the next video. And as always, God bless. Stay awesome.